Namaskar. আপোনালোক সকলোকে Durga Puja শুভেচ্ছা জনাইছো. Wish you all a very happy Durga Puja. I'm Hiramone and welcome to Get Set Global. It's that time of the year when the night jasmine scent fills the air and with it brings the festive spirit. It's the celebration of the homecoming of Goddess Durga, but also it's the welcoming, all right, I'm just checking that the noise is fine. Yeah, it's all, I think the sound is okay. All right, so it's the celebration of the homecoming of not only Durga Ma, but also the loved ones who come to their friends, their families from far away. It's that time when people get busy, families get busy buying new clothes. They get busy indulging into festive delicacies, week-long carnival. Undoubtedly, Durga Puja is one of the much awaited festivals in Assam and for people of Assam. Talking about celebration, yes, the spirit, the enthusiasm this year is dampened a bit with the pandemic upon us. But if Goddess Durga is seen as the representation of power, of love, of grace, then let her bless the world with strength, the strength to heal. Let her guide us to the highest state of awareness as we conquer the demon within us. In today's show, I will find out how, in this extraordinary time, global Assamese from different parts of the world are celebrating Durga Puja. We will also have a very, very special guest and a much loved singer, and a bit more, because we will also get to see Durga Puja through the eyes of an Englishman. He didn't know about Durga Puja before. He didn't plan to be in the middle of it all either. But when it happened, he was mesmerized by the experience. When he got back home to England, he brought those memories with him. And something else too. He brought Jhalmuri to England. And now he is known as officially the Jhalmuri Mohan of England. He is Angus Denoon, and he's my first guest of today's show. And I'm going to introduce him with a little video.
Jhalmuri. Jhal is hot, hot to the blood. And muri is puffed rice. Puffed rice, yeah.
Legendary snack.
Legendary.
Great combination of flavors, and it's like half raw and half dry, but amazing.
Hi, Angus.
Hello, namaskar. Very happy to meet you all.
Thank you so much, and to you as well. And you carrying that kurta pretty well, by the way.
Very much.
Awesome. So we are going to, obviously, by the way, thank you so much for joining in. And we are going to talk about Jhalmuri. Of course, we got to do that. But before that, let's talk about your experience of Durga Puja. You were in Kolkata and you were to take the Darjeeling Express to go to Darjeeling. But something happened. You stayed in Kolkata for longer than you had planned for. And then you got to know you're in the middle of the Durga Puja celebration. You also say that you found the drum beats quite intriguing. Tell me more. What was that experience all about?
Very much. Well, I actually knew nothing about the Durga Puja when I arrived in Kolkata. And I was basically arrived in the morning and I was leaving Kolkata in the evening on the train up to the Himalayas. And it was just, when I got to Selda station, outside the station, all the drumming troops were preparing for the night's festivities. And there were drumming troops of maybe 7 or 8 people. and they were competing against each other and warming up. And it was a sensational sound. I'd never heard music with rhythms like it. When I heard of more Asian beats, like Indian beats, I imagined more like tabla and all that sort of thing, which I'd heard. But this was something totally different, and it's more like Brazilian, but further away. And I think it cast a bit of a spell on me, actually. And I was very much intrigued by obviously the music, but then people told me about this 4-day festival and how it was, and the story about Durga and the whole process of it. And very, very beautiful. And I still don't understand huge amounts about it, but more I understand and how the importance for people of that part of India particularly. And the power of it, and the same message festivals the world over, the good against evil, the conquering of good against evil, within ourselves, within the community, within the world at large. Especially now, I think that is a very, very pertinent, very important message to keep reminding ourselves. And that it start within individuals. And when we change, the world changes. That's the magic from the festival. When we break down our normal lives and we have a day of family, of friends, of eating well, of music, of staying up at night, breaking the routine, that's when the magic can happen. And the gifts from the gods, or whatever forces you like to believe in, they communicate with us because we give time to listen.
No, true. Because I have to say, I think your voice definitely is kind of not echoing, but coming and going. But I don't know if you've got an earphone or something to just go up. But what you said is, I think you have really spoken about the drum beats. All right. But let's see how.
Again, will that help?
Say that again.
If I put an ear thing in.
I think the spot, when you come closer, we hear you very well.
Oh, okay. Is that better now?
That's better now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool stuff. Yeah, no, I think the drum that you spoke about, I think in Bengal it's called thak, and in Assam it's called dhol. And it's an integral part of the 5-day Durga Puja celebration. And without it, I think, the Durga Puja whole feeling would be incomplete. I mean, it's extraordinary time.
And you have a similar thing in Assam, is it? The drum.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's exactly the same thing, and you would see that those beats all 5 days of Durga Puja.
That's it. Yeah.
It is fantastic.
Do you have much singing? I know the Assamese are very famous for their great singing. Is that
We have, in fact, you say about singing, I have got my next guest, she's joining us from Canada. She's of course from Assam, and let me bring her and then we will introduce. And she has really done some beautiful songs as well. It's Mita Baruah, and here you go. Hi, Mita ba.
Hi.
Hi, lovely to have you here.
Namaste. Good morning from Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. And of course, you are from Guwahati in Assam.
Yeah.
And I'll just give a very quick introduction. She is classically trained and an accomplished singer. She has studied music. She is a master's also. She has been a faculty. She also worked for All India Radio and Doordarshan. And then she's released about 30 songs, 2 albums. Third one is in the making. So lots of stuff happening. And I know that she writes them, sings them, records them herself. So thank you for being here. We will come to your song, but before that, wanted to know about Durga Puja because it is an important festival for Assamese, matters not where we live. Arumoi Zanu, Canada also, you organize Durga Puja every year, but it is currently partial lockdown in Canada, as you say. So how are you and Assamese in Canada are celebrating Durga Puja this year? And also this time is a very special time for people who grew up in Assam because there's so much memories that they cherish. Do you have, what memories have you got of Assam? Like of Durga Puja time?
Okay, I'll start with Toronto. We have a very big Indian community here, and we have many puja mandaps here.
Mhm.
But this year, yeah, like everyone else, we are celebrating puja online. And the organizers here, the committees, puja mandap committees, are very, very proactive. They have already sent us links for online puja. And yeah, so it's online this year, but yeah, nothing can dampen our puja spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, we are celebrating it. Going to meet our friends in the puja mandaps,
Mm.
having vogue together, offering Puspanjali, watching Arati, going to miss those. Yeah, we'll be watching online, but it's not the same.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, and when I think about puja back home, somehow I go back to my childhood days.
Yeah.
Yeah, one part of my life is kind of missing. I just it transports me to my childhood. And অসমত যেনেকে সদায় ৰাতিপুৱা পূজাৰ সময়ত উঠি সেই শেৱালিৰ সুবাস নিয়ৰত ভিজা দুবৰি
Right.
আমি শেৱালি বুটলিছিলোঁ শেৱালি বুটলি ৰাখিছিলোঁ গোসাঁনীৰ কাৰণে
Mm.
nothing can beat পুৱাৰ শেৱালিৰ পুষ্পাঞ্জলি
Mm.
সন্ধিয়াৰ আৰতি
Wow. Mm.
আৰু
Mm.
yeah, so we would to see our friends and relatives in the puja mandap. যিহেতু বহুত দিন লগ পোৱা নাছিলো পূজা
Mm.
মণ্ডপত লগ পাইছিলো ইভেন ডাঙৰ হোৱাৰ পিছতো বিভিন্ন ঠাইত আমি আছো পূজাৰ সময়ত ঘৰলৈ যাওঁ we would get to meet our relatives and friends in the puja mandap. It's not possible to visit everyone, right?
Mm.
Yeah, খুব ভাল সময় কাটিছিল তেনেকৈ
Yeah. So wonderful. So wonderful to hear all of that. কাৰণ কি এই কথাবোৰ বেছি মনত পৰে যেতিয়া ঘৰৰ পৰা দূৰত থকা যায়।
নিশ্চয়।
So আৰু যেতিয়া শেৱালি ফুলৰ সুগন্ধৰ কথা ক'লে আপুনি গধূলি যোৱা এই যে পেণ্ডেল হপিং যে পাণ্ডাল হপিং কৰে that's so charming. I mean, you still remember that. আৰু at least Canada virtual puja hoise. I mean, I think COVID-19 has become a spoil sport in people's festival
big time.
plans. But I think you got to do what you can to control, keep things in control. But at least people are able to see puja, which is important, I suppose. Yeah. Coming to Angus. So Angus, you may notice that Durga Puja celebration is it's the celebration of victory of goddess Durga over the demon king called the Mahishasura. So it's like victory of good over bad. Now, this kind of concepts through festivals are seen a bit rare in the Western world, but these festivals are fascinating as well. So, do you see something like Durga Puja has the power to bind people from different backgrounds rather than just seeing as a religious festival?
Absolutely. I think it's just the coming together of people in a level playing ground when everyone's relaxed, they have some time, there's food involved and music, and people can just be themselves, no matter how rich or how poor. I think that's for everyone the world over, and especially now. So I think there's a great relevance. And certainly in the UK, I've found over the years I've been doing Jhalmuri, which is now 15 years.
Yeah.
Asian culture has been much more assimilated into the everyday culture of the UK. Things like Holi, Diwali now, they're big parties, they're big events, it's big festivals, not just for the Asian people, but they're spreading into the everyday people, the UK people too. Because they don't understand necessarily the ins and outs of the religious side of things, but the message that they get. And that's And the Muslim festivals, things like Ramadan, and people much more aware of them. And that's a great way to understand the different cultures.
Yes.
Also, just the people personally people are after them. So we are very blessed, I think, to have so many people from different cultures in the UK. And I'm very happy that their culture is being assimilated more and more. After, let's be honest, rocky starts over here. But now they're becoming much more part of the everyday life.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Mitaba, is it happening to you? Are you able to hear Angus very well?
Not very clearly.
Yeah.
But there's a, I don't know, a echo kind of.
There is something that I hear you and then I don't hear you. Yeah.
And sign in again. Would that help, you think?
Shall we try that? Maybe log out and log back again. Maybe that might be one way to do it. Yeah. Shall I see you in a while?
Yeah, I'll try to do it.
Okay. All right, Angus.
So.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay. While I think Angus is sorting himself out, I'll probably bring my next guest because we were talking about these festivals, which are just not religious festivals, but much more than that. It's about bringing people from different backgrounds. Aru, my next guest, she is the perfect example of that, and she is joining us from the UK, and she's Afreen Rasul. So, hi, Afreen.
Hi, everyone.
So good to see you as well. And just be close to your speaker because I think you are also echoing a little bit.
Is it okay now?
I think so. Yeah. Closer is better. Okay. So Afreen is from Guwahati, from Assam, and she lives in the UK for many, many years. And I'm told that you are the first Assamese lady in the UK to have received the work permit in teaching. So really well done, Afreen.
I mean, as a surprise, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good investigation.
Okay, I think we have Angus back again, but we'll see if we can hear him well this time. So, yeah, Afreen is obviously in teaching profession, and she is culturally very active as well. She is a part of different socio-cultural events. She was also part of a dance group. So lovely to have you here, Afreen.
For having me, in
No,
such a auspicious occasion. So thank you very much.
not at all. So, Afreen, we do see you in different all the Hindu festivals, whether it's Durga Puja or Saraswati Puja, Lakshmi Puja, and people like you, who are an integral part of these Hindu festivals. You break the barrier because you come from Muslim faith, but you follow the Hindu rituals with your utmost dedication and sincerity. And you say that that's how you grew up in Assam, and that's what you know. And that's the Assam I know as well. So tell me more about it. And also on this auspicious day of Subha Navami, I think, from a Muslim devotee, what message would you put out there?
Okay, very rightly said that we Assamese people have always lived peacefully and in harmony. That's what I remember as a child. And again, getting back to the next bit, I mean, I remember my childhood. This was I don't think that this was never a barrier for me. This was a norm, the way I was being brought up. So I would definitely like to share three things, which really, really was instilled in me by my parents, definitely, my amma and my appa. Um, uh, the first thing I would like to say that in every festival, we were part of every festival. And it was not only just going to the puja mandap and offering our what you say, our respect. It was also the discussion that we took place at home. Abba used to always talk about during the time of Diwali, talking about the Ramayana, how, and the moral was very important. We had to focus the moral, how to win good over evil. And then again, coming back to Ramadan, as Angus just mentioned, about um, the charity, the again the goodness, the patience, and then again when it comes to Durga Puja, he used to talk about. My mom used to also talk about the powers in Durga Ma, to again win good over evil. So
Yes.
this was the discussion. It was not just attending, but going, not very deep down, but a simple discussion. So
Yes.
that was one thing, I just thought that I need to share. And there was another incident that was really, really, I would say invaded in my heart and mind was once when we were traveling to my nanny's house in Titabar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, at the time Sandhya time, what we say, the Maghrib time where we offer our, diyas, saki, we do our du'as. And my mom was like on the way and she was saying like, oh my, I mean, she was worried, but she just said that, I don't think we will be, reaching by Maghrib because
Mm.
Sandhya time is something that we are supposed to be home. That's how we are being,
Yes.
taught. So,
Yeah.
but again, she was not very worried about anything. She just told me like, "Oh, not to worry because we haven't reached Kaziranga yet, and
Mm.
before reaching Kaziranga, I think we all know, people definitely from Assam. There is a mandir that you pass, and then you just shower. Sometimes you just give money, and you wait. Like one we have in Jurabad, I think so, and then one we have before reaching Kaziranga. And
Yes.
I remember she telling me like, "Oh, without any like very very naturally spontaneously she said, oh, not to worry, we can wait a little bit near the
Yeah.
mandir and do a little bit of our prayers and then proceed." So
Mm.
that's where I have got this from,
Yeah.
and I think that's
Yes.
all about.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And to mention about, I think the other day when we spoke about the bubble that I have grown, I
Mm.
remember my engineering institute colony where I lived, my best friend next door. I remember again the Sandhya time, I used to knock in her door. And sometimes she was away with her mom. And I
Yeah.
just used to say, who knows? Who's there? And I used to say,
Yes.
Afreen Ida. And
Mm.
he used to say, Saki goes D Jasun. And I just used to start very spontaneously washing my hands and my feet and and then just start singing তুমি শীতবীতি মোর পর্বত নারায়ণ. So sorry, Mitaba. I mean, I'm sorry. I know you're a singer. I just tried to do
Oh,
it.
no, this is lovely. This is lovely. Go on.
So spontaneous. And I even remember my friends sitting with my Aijan in the prayer mat. I don't know, all wrapped up and with a chutney, and then she goes on with the tasbih, and I don't know, like that was so spontaneous. And then I
Yes.
get married to a person who has the same values and same
Mm.
thoughts. So it was,
Mm.
that's how I think, it's same here in my house now. We have a
Yeah.
little shrine where we have everything. We have a Quran, we have a, Sri Sai Baba, we have Ganesha. And that's how I want to pass on to my son as well, the
Yes.
values.
Yeah.
And I think that is a small
Mm.
gift that I remember the child. That's why I never had to think too much about, because I was never being taught it's my God, your God. It was our God. No
Yes.
matter where it was the
Yes.
devotion was more important, I
Yes.
think, than anything else. It's just
I
one
love
God.
that. I love that. It's not your God. It's not my God. It's our God. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
beautiful. I think.
yeah.
Um,
But I
mm,
like one thing I would like to mention as well, because this is something very important. I would say that my husband's, great grandfather, he was the Toptabadhan of,
mm-hmm.
in late 1890s, I would say.
Okay.
He was the Toptabadhan of Madhav Kamdev uh, Mandir. Yeah, it's a Jawaloy, it says Mandir. So he used to be that. At that time, there was no president, and but he used to be the person who used to, you know, take on responsibilities and things like that. So I think together it made
Sure.
the journey more beautiful, I would say.
Beautiful. Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for saying all of that, because I think people of Assam should really take pride that that's what the land offers as well. That,
It
that communal harmony.
it
I have a story to tell, but then there is no much time. But very quickly there is a little village near to Khunari in Guwahati, in Assam. And there, the Durga Puja is run by the Muslim community of that village. That's because the village has got just one Hindu family, so all the Muslim families come together and organize this Durga Puja, and I think it's such a beautiful example of communal harmony.
It's so beautiful here. I mean, I'm so thankful for my Abba Amma for embedding such beautiful values.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, awesome. Great stuff. Okay, I'm going to come to Mitaba now. Like we have spoken about Mitaba before as well, that she is into singing, and she released Durga Vandana in 2017. So we're going to talk more about it, but I have got a very little clip which I'm going to play right now. So here it is.
देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्मै 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 नमो नमः बाजे हुंख बाजे तंका बाजे हुंख बाजे तंका उरुली ध्वनि हरदी पुवाते आहे दुर्गा जननी किहेरे पूजी में आइक दिउ किनु पंसार खेवाली बनते पातिम आसन बहार बाजे हुंख बाजे तंका बाजे हुंख बाजे तंका उरुली ध्वनि हरदी पुवाते आहे दुर्गा जननी
That is incredible. Absolutely, it is. It is so wonderful. And I'm sorry I couldn't play the whole thing because of time limitations. But how did you guys find? I mean, Angus, did you enjoy that?
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
You did.
I was on the streets yesterday with my snacks in Harrow in North London, where there are lots of Bengalis, and I was playing that many times. And it's a very beautiful song. Yeah, very beautiful. It is. You have a sensational voice.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Because Padmanabh had already, because Padmanabh is in touch with my husband, so he has sent it. So I'm so privileged that I can now, I can talk to you, the person that has done the song so beautifully.
Yeah, wonderful. So there are lots of lovely words, Mitaba, for your song. So my question is, Angus, we will be talking in Assamese in between. I hope that's okay with you.
Oh, please, yes, please do.
All right. So মানে গানটো দেখি পেলাই মোৰ লাগিছে যে আপোনালোকে অসমত ৰেকৰ্ডিং কৰিছে নিশ্চয় এই গানটোৰ so tell us more about the idea, how the idea came about, আৰু যেটো জাৰ্নি বনোৱা ভিডিঅ'টো বনোৱা জাৰ্নি তাৰ বিষয়ে অলপ ক'ব নেকি?
মোৰ এনেকুৱা লাগে এই গানটো যেন মই সৰু থাকোঁতে আচলতে ৰেডি হৈ আছিল। মই এইকাৰণে কৈছোঁ এইটো কথা, সৰুতে আমি যিবোৰ বস্তু দেখিছিলোঁ, শুনিছিলোঁ, অনুভৱ কৰিছিলোঁ, সেই গোটেই বস্তুখিনি মোৰ মাজত সোমাই আছিলে। আৰু সেই গোটেই বস্তুখিনি হয়তো একেলগে 2017 ওলাই আহিলে। The sound of আৰতি ঢোল, শংখ, sound of উৰুলি, আৰু যেতিয়া পূজাত নাম গায় মানুহে, আৰু চণ্ডীপাঠ, সেই গোটেইখিনি I have absorbed all those in my childhood, right?
Yes.
And when I composed this song, actually it was during a puja, 2017 puja. Actually, it was launched in 2018. 2007, we were coming back home from Toronto, Kalibari, after offering our prayer.
Acha.
And we live a little far from the puja mandap, like about an hour's drive. And in the car, as we are driving home, uh, I was thinking about Hewali, thinking about Arati and the Puspanjali that we had just offered before going home. And these some words and the tune just came to me. It just came to me. And I actually do all my songs. It's not continuous to me. I just react to events that's happening around me, or whatever I have read, or whatever I have seen, whatever I have experienced. It all become a song. So Vandana was that's how I have composed this Durga Vandana.
Acha.
And I composed it, and I had gone to India. I think it was the next summer I had gone to India, and I met Padmana was there. I met him here in Toronto, and he came here for our Assam convention. And he liked this song, and he wanted to be a part of this song.
Nice.
And in India, in Guwahati, he took me to one of his friends. His name is Rijam, very young guy. And Rijam, we just sat there, and Parma asked me to sing this song. So I sang it to Rijam, and Rijam immediately started playing the piano. Then we decided, okay, it sounded so good, and we decided to be a team. And Padma said I would sing, and Rijam would do the music for the music arrangement for the song.
Yes.
And then I came back. Rijam has done the music, and he sent it to me. Then I had gone to Guwahati again to record it.
Yes.
I record some of my songs here in Toronto. I have a small recording room at home. But since Padmanath is singing with me, so I went there and we have recorded the song, and then I came back again, and because it takes time, like the mixing and mastering, those things kind of takes time, right?
Sure,
So I
sure.
came back, and it was time for launching. So I wanted to launch this song on Mahalaya, 2018 Mahalaya. And Mahalaya was on the 7th of or 8th of October that year. I came back, I flew from here on the 1st of October, and I reached there on the 2nd, on the 3rd, I reached Guwahati on the 3rd. And on the 4th, we have shot the whole song in both cities.
Yeah.
And quickly got everything ready. তাৰপিছত 8th Mahalaya দিনাখন launch কৰিলো. It was quite a journey.
Yes, yes, yes. It sounds like it. Sounds like it. As a Sobora, everybody's voice is a bit echoing. I don't know, but I just hope everyone is hearing properly. But I could hear, but I had to kind of listen to it properly. But I know that you have launched it on the Mahalaya Day, which is beautiful.
Yes.
বা আপুনি ইয়াত আজি আছে আৰু it's Durga Puja time, so যদি দুটা line গাই দিয়ে আপুনি would be absolute pleasure.
You want me to sing this Durga Vandana? Or
যি মন যায়, whatever you want to.
Okay. মই খালি গোটেই দিনটো বাহিৰত ৰাতি বহুত দেৰিকে পাইছো. I was shooting for a video of my next song. আৰু মই সেইটোৱে অকমান গাই দিছো.
Sure.
Yeah. লাহে লাহে ইকো হৈছে নেকি?
অকমান হৈছে, একো কথা নাই।
শুনিছো। লাহে লাহে খোজ দিবা পিছলিব ভৰি ভাঙি যাবা পানী ভৰা মাটি বাগৰি সখী মাটি বাগৰি সখী মাটি বাগৰি ৰাধা মাটিরে গাগরি সখী মাটিরে গাগরি
অতি সুন্দৰ
অকমানেই গাইছো
It's beautiful. It's still beautiful. But Mitaba, আমাৰ লগত অহাৰ কাৰণে thank you so much.
for having me.
Not at all. Durga Puja wishes to you once again. And yeah, do take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So good meeting you. Good to meet you.
Sorry. I have got my another guest who is joining us from Germany. So I think let me bring him as well to the panel. And he's Srimanta Bhuyan. Hi, Srimanta.
Hi,
Hello.
Jhalmuri. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Srimanta.
Hi. Now you sound the best, I think. You know, I have to say. Very clear, very clear. So Srimanta is, like I said, he's joined us from Hamburg in Germany, but he's from Assam, from Lakhimpur. Lakhimpur. And you're in Germany since 2002. You're an IT professional working for the banking sector. Before that, you were with Indian Air Force as well for 6 years. And you get involved with the Assamese community in mainland Europe and also get involved in organizing socio-cultural events. So lovely to have you here, Srimanta. So quickly, I wanted to know from you, how is the Durga Puja in Europe this year? Obviously, I know it's a different story for the world. I know other times you do have Durga Pujas organized in Europe. So this year, how you and Assamese in Europe are celebrating Durga Puja. And also your wife, she is Portuguese American. And you say that she went to Assam during Durga Puja time. So I want to know, how was her experience of Durga Puja there? And did she see, I asked this to Angus as well, did she see Durga Puja is more than a religious festival? Do you think she felt like that?
Okay, first of all, Durga Puja wishes to all in the panel as well as the viewers. সকলোলৈকে শাৰদীয় শুভেচ্ছা জনালো. And I really feel privileged to be in this panel today. Thanks, Hiramani, for that.
Thank you.
You know, in Europe, in mainland Europe, the concentration of the Assamese people or Indian in general is much less in compared to UK or in the US. But I must say that Durga Puja together with also Diwali, these two are two of the very popular festivals in Germany.
Okay.
And here in Hamburg itself, normally in the last years, we had like 2 to 3 different celebrations of Durga Puja. And about 3,000-4,000 people maybe they attend on the main days like Ashtami and again on Dasami. But you know, like you said, that this year things are a little bit different because of the COVID situation, and also there are restrictions now on public celebration.
Yes.
So this year, yeah, unfortunately, it's more like a private celebration, as well as there is a very good step actually taken by the Indian consulate together with the Indian Council for Cultural Relations. What they are doing is to keep the festive mood instead of this, in spite of the current situation. What they are doing is kind of organizing some online programs wherein people can send their photos related to Durga Puja for photo contest and selfie contest with people wearing clothes for the festival.
Yes.
So yeah, so doing something slightly differently, adapting to the situation.
Good.
And yeah,
that's good. You know, the world is at least doing something when they can't celebrate the way they used to, and I think it's a good thing. I think we must have to do everything we can to, you know, keep things in control. So I think we have to do it, and we heard it, that same thing in Canada as well. So great. And what about your wife's experience? Tell me.
Yeah, exactly. Coming to that part, I think for us all, actually, of course, religion is one part of Durga Puja celebration, but it is more like just a religion, as you hear from everyone else as well. We grew up in that situation or in a culture, and it's more like a culture for us actually than religion, you know. And the same thing, even my wife and my children, they have also experienced. We try to visit India, Assam very often.
Yeah.
And 2 years back, we visited during puja time. At that time, my little one, my boy, was still very young, a baby,
Yeah.
and my daughter was like about 5, 6 years old.
Mhm.
And what my wife liked, she has also talked to me later, is like the complete festive mood, you know, like everywhere it's festival. People are happy, people are dressed up, and everyone is happy and smiling. And going into the puja pandals, it is like so nicely decorated. The idols are so nicely put there. The colors, you know, so nice, colorful. This is a vibrant situation, and
Yes.
selected. And another point, very interesting angle actually. Although I have grown up with that, but never thought about it. That angle is what she says is, hey, I see that you have put a goddess, a woman god, as the powerful one here. You know,
Yeah.
she knows that there are three main gods and many other goddesses, but then gods and goddesses. But she said that you are really depicting woman as powerful, a goddess. But this has got in the reality something a little bit different. What people hear or what people see, not only in India, perhaps overall in the world. That she says that maybe people should actually think about it and learn from this as empowering women in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
a very
That's
interesting another angle of looking at it.
yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's also is the sad part that, you know, we kind of, you know, do pujas of all these goddesses who are women. And if you see in the society, we're still fighting for women, right? For their rights. So it's quite a thing to, I think and really understand where this whole transition happened. But listen, guys, I have got somebody for today's show who has got great fan following. He's a super, you know, kind of light singer of Assam. Angus, you may not know, but Afreen and Srimanta would know. I can see him, he's here. So I'm actually going to play a very quick introduction video, and then I'll actually bring him to the panel because I think it would be lovely to have him as well in the panel. So here you go. Please welcome singer and musician of Assam, Neel. Neel started his singing career in the year 2008, and his success took an ultimate turn through his song Hokuntola. Not just a singer, but Neel is also a lyricist, composer, and a musician. After Hokuntola, Neel has given many more hit songs, and he has also been awarded the Best Debut Male Singer award by the Denoon channel. Okay. Hi, Neel.
Hello, hello
দেখিছনে কি খবৰ তোমাৰ
খুব ভাল আশা কৰো আপোনালোক সবে ভালে আছে
সবে ভালে আছে ৰবা আমি হেৰিটো এইটো অকমান বেছি ভাল চাগে yes all right thank you so much আৰু শুনা I played this video without telling you so I just hope you didn't mind it
it's okay all right
It's pretty all right. Take us a Baruah. So for everybody, Neel, like I said, he is a very light singer in Assam. And moi Zubin Gargor pra shunisu aru bahut tenikwa musicianer pra shunisu. And everybody has said that Neel is is like, really promising singer. So that says something, Nilaka.
This is really looking for me. I don't know.
বঢ়িয়া, তোমাৰ লগত বহুত কথা আছে নীলাকা। তোমাক নীল বুলিয়ে মাতে, নীলাকা হলত বেছি দীঘল। তাকে বাট আগতে মই আফ্ৰিনক সুধি লওঁ। বাই দ্য ৱে, আফ্ৰিন গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা আৰু শ্ৰীমন্ত লখিমপুৰৰ পৰা। তাকে and Angus is the Jhalmuri man, yes.
Hello.
So Afreen, so I think Angus wanted to ask you something. Do you have anything to ask, or shall I go ahead? What is better?
Yeah, I was just wondering why the Assamese have such wonderful voices, because they're known, everyone in India, they always say Assam have fantastic voices, especially for one city. Is there something in the water?
I think, do you know what, Angus? I'm going to answer this for you. I think we haven't drunk the same water as Neel has, because his voice is tremendous. None of us are singers. You got to be lucky to drink that water, I suppose.
It's all because of the blessing of the people of Assam and you all that I, have been singing for, and I feel like Assam is very happy place to be in, to be at. Though we have so many problems here, but I feel somehow, somewhere, Assam is a place where I would love to take born again and again.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's how I remember too as a child, I do.
Yes. Neel, you were saying all of this, and just before you came, we were talking to Afreen, and as you can tell from Afreen, she is from Muslim faith, but she follows all Hindu rituals like everyone else. Aru tai hitue koise, Ohomot, this is what we just all kind of work as a team. Yeah. That's it. So Afreen, tumak moi, what I wanted to ask you is, definitely Durga Puja is important to you. And this year obviously is a different year. Durga Puja is just not about getting blessings from the god, but also about catching up with friends and, fancy clothing and good food, all of that. Now, this year, now that you don't have any of it, how are you feeling? How are you coping? Are you okay with all of that?
So first of all, that's why I'd like to say a big thank you, because you gave me a chance to do a bit of dress up, and and I'm here. But you're right, it's remember the last year that we met in our local Slav Puja, and it's all about having a WhatsApp group. Where are we going? Which puja? And we are going to go from Slough to Harrow to to Hounslow, and so all this thing we are missing. Definitely as Srimanta has said, the vibrance what we see in the puja mandap, in the when you see the Durga Gokhani, and then all that thing, the food and everything. I know it's a sad situation, but my message is this: that in this sad situation, we need to, I would say, put that bit of sadness, around in your pocket and find the positivity that we have also actually got during this pandemic situation. It has taught us to be more. It has taught us to slow us down, to make us a bit more calm, to be more patient, to even spend much more time with yourself and family, to know yourself from within, to meditate, to I would say make yourself spiritually. So we need to find that positivity as well around at this dark time, because it's very rightly said that there is always what you say, brightness after darkness. There is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
So I know it is a bad situation. There are people who are a bit more fortunate, some may be a bit less fortunate, but I would say, we need to give our, we should go ahead and whoever is a bit more fortunate to go, and give and distribute the happiness.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Do a big thing, I would say. It's just, every little help. I love this Tesco's, catchy line. Every little help, a little smile. And I think, we have to get that, that positivity. It is different, but we have to find that as well for our own well-being, physically and mentally.
Yeah, well said, Afreen. We got to do these things not only for their happiness, but for our happiness as well. I think, just
at this time, mental health has become such a big issue. Again,
yes.
as being a primary teacher, it's not only about teaching; it's about, again, the wider community as well.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we really, really need to give a good look at that as well.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you for giving me a chance to get ready and at least feel that festive mood.
And you look beautiful.
I'm joining another.
Oh, not bad. Listen, you make the most of the technology and, just catch up with friends virtually, do whatever you like. And I think here is the message that,
Yeah, there is another way. It may not be, but there is, you can see that message from up. There is ways, to do things, and at the same time, there is good things around that you're getting due to this situation as well. To spend more time, I would say, with yourself, your family. Yes.
Wonderful. All right, After listen, thank you so much for joining today. It's lovely to have you here. And Durga Puja wishes once again, and hopefully I'll see you soon sometime.
Definitely, and I wish you all as well a very, very happy Durga Puja. Lovely meeting you all, and waiting to hear you to hear to your song.
Perfect. All right. Bye. Bye. All right, Neel, I'll speak to you. To me, jihetu Ohomot Assam Botoman. So Ebaro Durga Puja obviously probably is different to all the other times. So to me, amak update, what's happening? What's the Durga Puja like in Ohom this year?
দুৰ্গা পূজা সৰুৰে পৰা আচলতে আপোনালোক সকলোৱে গম পায় অসমত কেনেকুৱা আমি কিমান ফূৰ্তি কৰো কেনেকে মানুহবোৰ ওলাই আহে আৰু এনেকুৱা নহয় যে অকল মানে হিন্দু ধৰ্মাৱলম্বী লোকসকলে ওলাই আহে everyone comes out আৰু সবে এনজয় কৰে actually পূজাটো আৰু এইবাৰ as you all know that we all are facing a really difficult time we all are going through a very difficult time আৰু সব মানুহবোৰে এতিয়া লাহে লাহে বুজা হৈছে অসমত প্ৰথমতে সেইবিলাক কিছুমান বস্তু খেলি মেলি হৈ আছিল মানুহে বুজি পোৱা নাছিল but এতিয়া লাহে লাহে মানুহবিলাকেও গম পোৱা হৈছে they are more careful now আৰু যদিও আগৰ নিচিনা সেই উৎসাহটো নাই আগতে যেনেকুৱা ফূৰ্তি হয় মানুহৰ ভিৰ হয় সেই ভিৰটো হসাকে বহুত কম আৰু বতৰো খুব বেয়া the weather is not good here it's raining
বৰষুণ হৈ আছে হয়নে
so unlucky this time so মানুহ ওলোৱাটো কম হৈছে আৰু এটো এক প্ৰকাৰ ভালে হৈছে বুলি মই ভাবো বৰষুণ হোৱাৰ কাৰণে মানুহৰ ভিৰটো কমিছে
ঠিক কথা
that would be good for us. But
তুমি মাজে মাজে অকমান ব্ৰেক হৈ আছা শুনি আছা নে আমাক
সবৰ মনতে পূজা পূজা আছে ভাবটো
সবৰে মনত আছে পূজা পূজা ভাবটো
যদিও ওলাই যাব পৰা নাই বহুতে আৰু যোনে যোনে পাৰিছে সাৱধানে ওলাই গৈছে ভালকে
সুন্দৰ আৰু মই এটাই কথা কম তুমি মাজে মাজে ব্ৰেক কৰি আছা দেই
মই শুনি আছো
তুমি শুনি আছা ওকে মই তোমাক সেয়াই ক'ব বিচাৰিম যে মই জানো যে তোমাক মই চাগে আগতেও কৈছো এইটো কথা এই লকডাউনৰ সময়ত COVID-19ৰ সময়ত তুমি যথেষ্ট মানুহক সহায় কৰিছা and I think that's tremendous I mean মানুহে তোমাক ভাল পায় তোমাৰ গানৰ কাৰণে কিন্তু হয়তো সবে নাজানে যে তুমি ইমান সুন্দৰ কামো কৰি আছা and really, really appreciative of that. So I thought I should tell that. তোমাৰ লগত মোৰ ইউকেৰ এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চৰ কথা পাতিবলৈ আছে মই তাৰ আগতে I'll go to Angus too. So Angus is big on Indian street
Thank
food.
you.
So Angus, you were a professionally trained chef in hotels and restaurants, and then you got interested in Indian street food. You went to Kolkata, and you said that you learned from the masters there. And of course, today your Jhalmuri Express is the talk of the town. So tell me, where did it all begin? Where did the journey start?
It started basically, I was coming back from Australia and I had a stopover in Kolkata. And I was going to Kolkata really just to go to the mountains. And that was the time I heard on the last day of the Durga Puja, and I heard the drummers. And Kolkata was a very beautiful place, contrary to what I believed. You heard about the stories of Kolkata, you hear about the doom and the gloom. But I found it a remarkable place with a great spirit. I loved the people, the food was fantastic. And the way they embrace lots of different cultures and they make them into something unique. And it was mainly the food, though, that's what drew me back. I started making a documentary on all the street food. And what particularly I liked, and I think is the great art of all the street food wallahs I've seen around the world, is how they turn something very cheap into something very delicious. Like when I learned cooking, it was the French style of cooking, gastronomy, very high end, where you have very expensive ingredients. And when you have expensive ingredients, it's not so hard to make them very tasty. But how you can just get very cheap ingredients and make them taste superb, that is a real art to me. And especially on the people on the streets, they have very limited resources, very basic preparation areas. They have the outside with the elements and the traffic and all that sort of thing, and having to keep an eye on the police and all that sort of stuff. And their way they use ingredients, their way they use space, the way they make things very cheap and very, very tasty, it completely turned me around in the way that I cook, for the better, I believe. So I was fascinated, and the beauty of how they do it, because they do it every day, time after time, and it's like a dance with the hands. They just do this little bit of magic, and it is to me magic. And they're there making it for the individual. You can see in their eyes, it's right done in front of you. And it's not quite grandmother cooking, but it's the next best thing for me. And the food tastes very much alive, because when you work in a big restaurant, it's very hard to keep the food alive. It's not like that, it's not unhygienic, but energetically, it's dead. But when you eat it fresh, made for you by your grandmother or your family, that's number one for me, because they're putting all their heart in it. But when you're doing it on the street and you can see the eyeballs of the people and they can see you, it's a very different experience. And the food then tastes much better. And for me, that is the most important thing.
Wonderful.
How it tastes, where it takes you when you put it in your mouth, where your mind goes. Like when I've had like puchka in a Kolkata street or a Jhalmuri or a Setu Pani, whatever, your mind just goes for that little bit of time to a better place. And you walk away feeling more complete, and that's what I like.
Yes. Well, that's what you have brought to England as well, because I know that it's one thing is the taste, but the other, the tricks that you do, the chopping tricks, the mixing tricks, and then offering in the magazine paper cone. I mean, they just kind of get hypnotized by everything stuff you do, I suppose. But wonderful, wonderful. I know
it's important to make a show, because it helps sell it, but also it's what you do. You want to make it as theatrical as possible, because it draws people in. And you're right, it's about the hypnotism.
Yes.
So I used to watch people in Kolkata who would have a Jhalmuri maybe 3-4 times a week from the same Jhalmuri wallah. But when they were watching it being made, it was like the first time they ever seen it. They were just in this trance, just this look of excitement, like a little child. And it's beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. We'll come to that, because we'd like to have a demo from you for sure. But then I'll come to Neel again. Neel has come to the UK last year. He came for the Assam Day, and he performed here. As you know, he is a great singer. He really sings well. And then He did a bit of touring as well around the UK. So of course, I want to know his experience of UK, and then also about the audience. Audience. I have heard this from artists who came before and after Neel. তেওঁলোকে কয় যে here the audience can be a bit formal. They will go to the artist and say congratulations and very well done and all that. But there is another category of audience. They will show their love by screaming and shouting and going crazy. So ইয়াৰ যিটো অডিয়েন্সৰ তোমাৰ অভিজ্ঞতা সেইটো কেনেকুৱা আছিলে? শুনিছানে নীল? নীল, তোমাক শুনা পোৱা নাই। শুনিছানে?
লাষ্ট হেল্ল', মই শুনি আছো।
বঢ়িয়া, কোৱা। শুনিছা ন মোৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো? তেলে আনচাৰ তুমি কৰা।
মই শুনি আছো। Actually last year আমি বহুত কিবা কিবি শিকিলো, as it was for the first time we are going to UK. আমি প্ৰথমবাৰৰ কাৰণে ভাৰতবৰ্ষৰ পৰা বাহিৰলৈ গৈছিলো। So আমাৰ কাৰণে এটা বেলেগ ডাঙৰ এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চ এটা আছিল এইটো। আৰু তাত গৈ প্ৰথমতে অকণমান awkward feel কৰিছিলো, but 10 মিনিট মানৰ পিছত গোটেই মানুহবিলাক তাকে যেন লগা হ'ল। at first আমি show বিলাক এনেকে নকৰো, ইনডোৰ কেতিয়াও show নহয়, আমি ইয়াতে আউটডোৰ shows বিলাক কৰো। For the first time energy of performance is different, আৰু আমি তাৰপিছত লাহে লাহে যেতিয়া perform কৰি আগবাঢ়িলো, তাৰপিছত সকলোবিলাক একে হৈ থাকিলে। মানুহবোৰৰ যি ৰেছপন্স, সবে কয় ফৰ্মেল, বিৰাট ফৰ্মেল প্ৰগ্ৰাম হয় বুলি, বাট আই ডোন্ট নো, মই প্ৰগ্ৰাম কৰোঁতে একো ফৰ্মেল নাছিলে তাত, and everyone was enjoying I guess, আৰু আমিও খুব এনজয় কৰিলো তাতে। বিহু নাচিলো, বিহু গালো, ঝুমুৰ গালো, সবে খুব ভাল পালে, আৰু একেবাৰে অসমত গাই থকা নিচিনাই লাগিছিলে পিছত।
How nice. তুমি যেটো কথা কৈছা ময়ো সেইটো, মোৰো তেনেকুৱা লাগে যে যেটো এনভায়ৰনমেন্ট, পৰিবেশটো অলপ বেলেগ হ'ব পাৰে, কাৰণ অসমত আমাৰ খোলা মঞ্চ হয়, ইয়াত হল হয়, আৰু সবে সবকে চিনি পায়, কিন্তু অসমত সবে সবকে চিনি নাপায়, মানুহৰ সংখ্যা বেছি। কিন্তু ইয়াত তুমি ঠিকে কৈছা, I mean people are the same, if they enjoy the singing, নাচিব গাব সব একেলগে কৰিব, so you felt it. Yeah, good. তোমাৰ মনত আছে নে নাই কোনটো গান খুব ভাল পাইছিলে মানুহে? যদি মনত আছে সেই গানটোত দুটামান লাইন গাবানে? মনত আছে যদি
ডেফিনেটলি গাই দিম। মই একচুৱেলি গোটেইবিলাকে ভালে পাইছে, বেয়া পোৱা নাছিলে। আমি এটা বিহু গাইছিলো, আমি বিহু এটা গাইছিলো, এণ্ড তাৰপিছতে সব মানুহে তাতে নাচিছিল, এণ্ড ইট ৱাজ এ গ্ৰেট এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চ ফৰ অল অফ আছ। আৰু আমি কেতিয়াও এক্সপেক্ট কৰা নাছিলো তাতে মানুহে এনেকে ৰেছপণ্ড কৰিব বুলি। তাৰপিছত ইট ৱাজ ৰিয়েলি ভেৰি শ্বকিং, এণ্ড দেন উই কাম টু ন' দেট কে মানুহে ইয়াতো আমি যি শুনো বা আমি যি গাওঁ একে শুনিব, তেওঁলোকেও একে ধৰণে ৰিয়েক্ট কৰিব। আমি তাৰপিছতে গম পালো এটা বিহু গাইছিলো আমি। চেনি 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 মাই, বিহুতলি তোমাক দেখা পাই, কাষে চাপি গলো যে মৰম লাগি তোমাৰ, ধুনীয়া মুখনি চাই চাই। চেনি 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 মাই, বিহুতলি তোমাক দেখা পাই, কাষে চাপি গলো যে মৰম লাগি তোমাৰ, ধুনীয়া মুখনি চাই চাই। ভয় লাগে ভালো লাগে, ধিপিক ধিপিক কলি জাকতে, মন লাগে চেনি লাগে, তোমাক দেখি পিৰিতি জাগে। চেনি 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 মাই, মোৰ বুকু তুমি ললা ঠাই। That was a song.
Oh my God, that is so wonderful, Neel. That is so wonderful.
Thank you so much.
কি সুন্দৰ beat, ইমান ভাল লাগিছে। আংগাছক সুধো
আমি যেতিয়া শ্ব' মানে এটেণ্ড কৰিবলৈ গৈ আছিলো, as you know, আমি চিনোবাৰ লগত আছিলো, Chinu Kishore, Chinu Bai logot ami asilo. We were quite confident that Kunio jodi eku nokore Chinu Bai to nasibo. That was for sure. So Victory eta confidence amar asile. The Chinu Bai to nasibo. So it all went like that, and lahe sab mane join korila amak.
Tumi nasor kotha koisa, tumi inte guide thakute I felt like dancing because it has that rhythm, it has that beat. I think Srimanta will also feel the same way.
It's the vibration, the vibration that Bihu creates, it moves in the body, it makes you dance.
Yeah, and you have done it so well. So yeah, I really live on kiman sundor hobo, I can only imagine. So Angus, did you like it?
Yeah, fantastic.
It's,
Yeah, you must let me know next time you come to the UK. I'd love to come.
That's it.
Yeah.
Next time he comes to the UK, Angus, we will invite you as well.
I'd love to. Yeah, love to see you.
Yeah.
And Neel will come through Hamburg.
Yes, hamburgers will come as well. Absolutely. All right. Srimanta, I have got another question for you. And Angus, I will have as well, but I think I will love that demo after this question that I asked Srimanta. So Srimanta, you obviously are responsible for organizing lots of socio-cultural events. So are they mostly for Assamese, for Indians, or do local people also get involved from Germany? And also, do you see similarities between the local events in Germany and the festivals that we have in Assam? Do you see any similarities?
I love this question here, Mani. I can keep going on and on, but I know the time. I think I'll switch to Assamese more.
Yes.
This.
Yeah, please do.
আমাৰ অসমীয়া মানুহবিলাক নহয় বহুত চেণ্টিমেণ্টেল মানুহ আৰু বহুত নষ্টালজিক হা আমাৰ মানে ডাজন্ট মেটাৰ তুমি অসমৰ পৰা কেতিয়া ওলাই আহা অসমৰ বাহিৰলৈ ভাৰতৰ বাহিৰলৈ কিন্তু যিমানে দিনবিলাক বাঢ়ি বাঢ়ি গৈ থাকে বা যিমানে দূৰত্বটো বাঢ়ি বাঢ়ি গৈ থাকে সিমানে আমাৰ টানবিলাকো বাঢ়ি যায় অসমৰ প্ৰতি আৰু আমাৰ ৰুটটোৰ প্ৰতি আমাৰ কালচাৰৰ প্ৰতি আৰু এইটো মানে প্ৰত্যেকটো মানুহৰ ক্ষেত্ৰতে মই দেখিছো এইটো মেইনলেণ্ড ইউৰোপত অসমীয়া মানুহ খুব কম কম্পেয়াৰ টু মানে ইউকে বাট আমি মই আমাৰ যিটো গ্ৰুপটো আমাৰ মেইনলেণ্ড ইউৰোপৰ যিটো গ্ৰুপটো অসমীয়া মানুহৰ এই গ্ৰুপটো তোমাৰ গোটেই কাণ্ট্ৰিবিলাক মানে ফিনলেণ্ডৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি সাউথত গ্ৰীচলৈকে আৰু মানে হেৰি পৰ্তুগালৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি ৱেষ্টৰ আৰু ইষ্টৰ মানে তোমাৰ বেলাৰুছ পোলেণ্ড বেলাৰুছ সেইখিনিলৈকে হা we are about in the group about 400-500 people but every year মানে আমি at least 100 মানুহ মানে আমি লগ হওঁ personally লগ হৈ মানে এটা উইকেণ্ডত কমপ্লিট উইকেণ্ড না এটো মানে এনেকুৱা কিবা বোলে হেৰি মানে প্ৰফেশনাল মিট আপ টাইপৰ নহয় বাট মানে এনেকুৱা প্ৰগ্ৰাম টাইপৰ নহয় কিন্তু ইটস লাইক এটা উইকেণ্ডত আমি এটা ডাঙৰ ঘৰ এটা ভাড়ালৈ লৈ তাত কিচেন চিচেনৰ সৈতে একেলগে ৰান্ধি বাঢ়ি মানে তোমাৰ আলু পিয়াজ কাটি মানে হেৰি লুচি ভাজি বনাই একদম খাৰ খোৱা মানে একদম হা একদম চফ্ট মানে আমাৰ মাজতে বহুতখিনি মানুহ আছে এনেকুৱা প্ৰফেচনেল চেফো আছে তাহাঁতিও আহি নিজে বনাব লাগে চবেই বাট দিছ ইজ নট অনলি ৰেষ্ট্ৰিক্টেড টু Assamese people I mean of course it revolves around Assam and Assamese culture কিন্তু আমাৰ এতিয়া যেটো গ্ৰুপ আছে মানে মই ইয়াত দেখিছো বহুতখিনি মানুহৰ পৰিয়ালত এজন অসমীয়া ইজন হয়তো ভাৰতৰ বেলেগ ঠাইৰ বা ইউৰোপৰ কোনোবা বেলেগ কান্ট্ৰি গতিকে আমাৰ এই গ্ৰুপটোত আমি যিবিলাক গেট টুগেডাৰ বিলাক হয় হেতুত মানে অকল অসমীয়া মানুহখিনিয়ে নহয় তাতে জাৰ্মান ফ্ৰান্স ডাচ ইটালিয়ান বা ভাৰতৰো বেলেগ বেলেগ দেশৰ মানে যেটো মানে কোনোবা এজনৰ বোলে ওয়াইফ বেলেগ ঠাইৰ কোনোবা এজনৰ বোলে হাজবেণ্ড বেলেগ ঠাইৰ আমি গোটেইবিলাক একেলগ হওঁ তাতে মানে ইটস এ মিক্স অফ কালাৰ কালচাৰ I take this as these events as like we are kind of ambassador of our culture to the people who are living here. We show them what we like, what we do, and it's knowingly or unknowingly, actively or inactively, we are presenting our culture to the people here, so they get to know this. Also, our children from the second generation children, they get to know this, they get closer to our culture. আমি কি কৰো এই গেট টুগেদাৰ বিলাকত আড্ডাটো থাকিবই আমাৰ নহয় জানো অসমীয়া মানুহৰ আড্ডা singing all the time, dancing all the time,
Yes.
cooking together, doesn't matter, it doesn't matter at the end when you eat, but cooking itself is a big thing,
Oh God, yes.
And the people here,
similarities,
definitely there are. I mean, okay, when we talk about Durga Puja ba Diwali, এইবিলাক হল মানে বহুত আমাৰ very specific festival আমাৰ India with gods and goddesses and a lot of colors. Of course, there I don't I have not seen any similarities, but আমাৰ অসমীয়া দুটা ফেষ্টিভেল মাঘ বিহু মেজি ফুৰোৱা আৰু বহাগ বিহু নচা বা হুঁচৰি মই এনেকুৱা দুই-তিনিটা সিমিলাৰিটি দেখিছো ইয়াতে নহয়. Yes, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting because I could like correlate how it is in our place and how similar it is here. মাঘ বিহু উৰুকা আমাৰ কাৰণে সেইটো এটা ডাঙৰ উৎসৱ আৰু তাত আমি ভেলাঘৰ সাজি গধূলি ভোজ ভাত তাৰপিছত অৰিজিনেল যিটো আমাৰ ট্ৰেডিশ্যন আছিলে সেইমতে সেই ভেলাঘৰত মানুহ ৰাতি শুৱে আৰু ৰাতিপুৱাৰ যিটো মেজি হ'ব সেই মেজিটো মানে ৰখি থাকে সেই মেজিটো প্ৰটেক্ট কৰি পেলাই ৰাখে আৰু ৰাতি তোমাৰ বেলেগ পাৰ্টিৰ বেলেগ টিমৰ পৰা মানুহ আহি কিবা বোলে আলু কচু বাৰীৰ পৰা চুৰ কৰিবলৈ আহিব বা কিছুমান আহি পেলাই মেজিটো জ্বলাই দিবলৈ চাব ৰাতিপুৱাৰ মেজিটো আৰু আমি মানে সেইটো সিকিউৰ কৰিব লাগিব প্ৰটেক্ট কৰিব লাগিব Similarly, on 30th April to 1st of May, that evening in Germany, they have a festival that's called Tanz in den Mai. That means dance into May. They meet all in the evening. They decorate one big piece of a long wood from a tree stem. They decorate it very nicely. Then they pull it up with a crane or with people or from the fire department. They're all coming and then all in uniform, and then they put it up. After that, they have lots of ribbons hanging from the trees. Then the girls and boys and couples, they dance around it, putting the ribbon all around. এই ফিটাডাল ঘূৰি ঘূৰি নাচি মানে ফিটাডাল কি হয় পাক খাই খাই সেই হেৰিডালত গছৰ হেৰিটোত মানে ষ্টাম্পটোত পাক খাই খাই তললৈকে তোমাৰ ধুনীয়া এটা ডিজাইন এটা হেৰি হৈ যায় আচ্ছা এই নচা পাৰ্টটো হ'ল আমাৰ মানে বহাগ বিহুৰ নিচিনা ইয়াতে মানে ল'ৰা ছোৱালী চবে মিলি ধুনীয়াকে নাচিলে আনন্দ উৎসৱ কৰিলে আৰু এই গছডাল যে লগাই দিলে তাৰপিছত কি হ'ল গছডাল উঠাই দিয়াৰ পিছত কোনোবা এজন মানুহে অল দা টাইম মানে গছডাল এনেকে টাচ কৰি থাকিব লাগিব চুই থাকিব লাগিব মানে that is he is protecting it
acha okay
মানুহজন চেঞ্জ হৈ থাকে but he'll keep touching it this is like protecting our mezi and then they keep on doing this till the morning and some other team comes to steal the tree
yeah.
So this is something like that is
wow.
about
Srimanta, I think we'll have to stop there. But then, this was quite interesting. Obviously, I know that you have got more festival similarities that you wanted to talk about. But কাৰণ মই দেখিছো যে মোৰ সময় গৈ আছেগে so but it's still lots of learning to do. I think we'll have to do another show on how festivals are different yet so similar. I'm sure you'll have lots to talk about, but hey, listen, thank you so much for your time being here. Durga Puja wishes to you and hopefully we'll have you back again with talking about more about cultures of Europe and Assam.
I'd love to. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, not at all. Okay. Cool. I think this is a better. Which one is a better format, do you think? This one or this one? No.
That one.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. I'll come to Neel. Neel, you are a very promising artist. And like I said, you have got great fan followings. It's like a journey for an artist. So you create songs, you put out there, manuhe bhal pae, they embrace it. Kintu tumar karne hoyto you want to go to a different state. So to me, how do you want people to see and know you as an artist? Ki dhorone manuhe tumak janok boli tumi bisora? Okay. I think Neel is still. You frozen? Can you hear me? Okay. This is the thing with the we're here. It is so. তুমি
I'm
মোৰ
so sorry.
প্ৰশ্নটো
We are having a very poor connection here.
That's okay. তুমি মোৰ প্ৰশ্নটো শুনিলা নে নাই পিছে?
মই শুনিছো.
তেলে বঢ়িয়া, তেলে কোৱা তুমি।
Actually, more কি আছিলে গান গোৱা I suddenly started it. আৰু মানুহে প্ৰথমতে খুব ভাল পায় and মানুহৰ ব্লেছিংছৰ কাৰণে মই অকণমান আগবাঢ়িলো আৰু তেতিয়া বহুত বস্তু জনা নাছিলো বহুত বস্তু এতিয়াও নাজানো আৰু প্ৰথমতে মোৰ চিনাকিটো হওঁতে অকণমান টাইম লাগিলে এটা পৰ্ব থাকে মানুহৰ চিনাকি হোৱাৰ এতিয়া মানুহে অকণমান হ'লেও মোক চিনি পায় চ' মোৰ কিছুমান দায়িত্ব থাকে এজ এ মিউজিচিয়ান চ' মই অকল এটা জনৰতে নাথাকি মোৰ যিটো পৰিসৰ গান গোৱাৰ যিটো পৰিসৰ সেইটো টু ইনক্ৰিজ দেট লিমিট মই বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ গানো কৰিছো ৰিচেণ্টলি আৰু মানুহে লাহে লাহে এতিয়া জনাও হৈছে যে নহয় সি অকল এনেকুৱা জনাৰৰ গানেই নাগায় যে বেলেগ ধৰণৰ গানো গাওঁ মই চ' আই হেভ বিন ট্ৰাইং মাই বেষ্ট আৰু হোপফুলি মই যেনেকে ভাবিছো মোৰ চিনাকিটো অকল এটা জনাৰত হ'ব নালাগে ঠিক তেনেকে মই চাগে আগবাঢ়ি যাব পাৰিম আই এম কোৱাইট কনফিডেণ্ট এবাউট ইট আৰু আপোনালোকৰ ব্লেছিংছ আছে মানুহে আশীৰ্বাদ কৰিব আৰু মই নিশ্চয়কৈ মই যি ধৰণে ভাবিছো কামবিলাক ভালকে কৰি যাব পাৰিলে নিশ্চয়কৈ মানুহে গম পাব আৰু অকল not only as a musician but also as a human being মই এজন ভাল মানুহ হিচাপে থাকিব বিচাৰো মোৰ লাইফষ্টাইলটো একদম ভেৰি চিম্পল আই লিভ ভেৰি চিম্পলি আৰু যিমান পাৰো মানুহক সহায় কৰিব বিচাৰো আৰু মেবি বিকজ অফ দেট মানুহে মোক ভাল পাবও পাৰে আৰু মই বহুত ভাল ভাল মানুহৰ সংস্পৰ্শলৈ আহিছো যোৱা 3টা বছৰত যোনে মোৰ ধৰণে চিন্তা কৰে মোৰ মই যেনেকে চিন্তা কৰো কথাবিলাক ৰিচেণ্টলি we have faced a lot of problems during this COVID situation মই তেতিয়া মোৰ যিমান সামৰ্থ্য আছিলে মই তেনেকে আগবাঢ়িছিলো অকণমান সহায় কৰিবৰ কাৰণে কিন্তু সডেনলি মোৰ সেই হেৰিটো চাই পেলাই পদক্ষেপটো চাই বহুত মানুহে মোক যোগাযোগ কৰিলে আৰু এনেকুৱা বহুত ভাল ভাল মানুহ মই লগ পালো যোনে কাৰোবাৰ কাৰণে কিবা কৰিব বিচাৰে অকল নিজৰ কাৰণে জীয়াই নাথাকে I found Chinuba she called me from UK and she joined us আৰু তেনেকে মই ফাৰ্ষ্ট যেতিয়া আমি কিবা এটা কৰিছিলো তাৰপিছত আমাৰ টিমটো ইট বিকেম so huge আৰু আমি আৰু ডাঙৰকেও কৰিব পাৰিলো পিছৰ বাৰ যেতিয়া আমি কৰিছিলো চিনুবা অলসো জয়েন্ড আৰু মেনি আৰ্টিষ্ট দে জয়েন্ড চ' অকল গান গোৱা ক্ষেত্ৰতে নহয় মই ভাবো ছচিয়েলি যদি মই কিবা কৰিব পাৰো মানে সমাজখনৰ কাৰণে যদি কিবা বেটাৰ কিবা অকমান কৰি যাব পাৰো that would be great for me for my life আৰু এনেকে ভাবি আছো নাজানো কি হয়
No, beautiful, Neel. সুন্দৰ কথা কৈছা কাৰণ কি তোমাৰ fan following মানে হৈছে যে whatever you do they also want to follow you, right? তুমি যেতিয়া দেখা when you are a role model it makes huge difference আৰু তুমি যি ধৰণে ক'লা যে অকল গান সেইটোতো হয় কিন্তু what else can you do for the society for the people I think that makes a huge difference কিন্তু গানৰ কথা ক'বলৈ গ'লেও I think তুমি ইমান সুন্দৰকে আগবাঢ়ি আছা আৰু I think like you said for an artist বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ কাম কৰিব পৰা that's the satisfaction I suppose talking about different kind of song এতিয়া কিবা বেলেগ ধৰণৰ গান কিবা গাই আছা নেকি যেটো মানে দুটামান লাইন বা বনাই আছা দুটা লাইন গাব পৰা কিবা আছে নে তেনেকুৱা আছে of course আছে
ৰিচেণ্টলি মোৰ এটা গান ওলাই গৈছিল মই সেইটো অকণমান গুণগুণাই দিছো আপোনালোকৰ কাৰণে মনতে আজি মোৰ কিহৰে শিহৰণ জাগে এই মুঠি সপোনে উতে উড়া মারে তুমি বহিলাই মোরে কাষতে কিনো আজি মই তোমাক নোপোৱাকে উমৰি উভতি আহে কোনখিনি উফৰি উঠে ৰাতিটো থাকে অনেক ভাষা তোমাক দেখি মোৰ জাগে মায়াবী আশা তোমাৰ উশাহতে যে মোৰ বিলীন হওঁ তুমি জানানে নাজানা তোমাৰ সপোনতে যে মই বিলীন হওঁ তুমি মোৰ জানে নুবুজা
Wow, Neel, that was so fantastic. It absolutely it is. It
Thank you so
is.
much.
Oh goodness me, this is so beautiful and different from what you just sang a couple of minutes back. So I think
Yes, it is.
Tumar Proya Ekdom Thik Lainot Jaise as an audience, it absolutely touched my heart. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Thank
Um,
you so much.
Angus, now are you going to give us a little master class of Jhalmuri making? Are you ready to do it?
I should make you a cone, what's the word, a virtual cone of Jhalmuri for everyone else.
Virtual, why not? The world is going virtual. Let's try and do that.
Yeah, we'll try and do that. I just get quickly this out. 1 second, bear with me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
So this is below. Yeah, just like it organized. This is my trolley here.
Better, absolutely.
So this is my platform that travels all over the place. I can take this on the buses, on the tubes, on the public transport, and it's on wheels, so it can go anywhere. It's traveled all over Europe, been to Costa Rica, America, and India actually as well. So, yeah.
You can come to Assam with this trolley, can't you?
One day soon, God willing.
That will happen.
I shall just run it through. Rice. This is I use chana dal. This is the roasted moong dal, the mandi. Then we have the roasted peanuts.
Yeah.
Then I use the mustard oil.
Yeah.
And then we have all the fresh things. I'm specific to use the pink onion, the Bombay onion here, which we're very lucky we have lots of Asian shops over here, so I can get the ingredients without any trouble.
Okay, very fast in chopping for sure.
Yeah, we like to do it fast. And then I put some ginger in there, some adrak.
Yeah, in Assamese we call it ada, but yeah, ada, yes.
Put a little bit of that in there. Some, you say dhania?
Yeah, dhania, yes, dhania. I mean, pronunciation is a bit, yeah, dhania.
And then the lonka, you say lonka, is it the chili?
We call it kibuliko jola, jolokia buliko, jolokia.
And then the cucumber.
Yeah. Cool. You know when Jhalmuri, jal is spice. Okay, that's coconut. So jal is called jola in Assamese. So if I have to, translate it, jola muri. I don't know. We call it Jhalmuri only because I think that's the official universal name. Yeah.
I was with someone from Orissa yesterday, and they call it alumuri. Alumuri. They call
alumuri.
It where he comes from. Anyway.
Well, because I think they put lots of potato in it.
Yeah. I know the Bengalis, they love. Now I put a little bit of lime in their level.
Yes. Yeah. Cool.
And then I have it's some chat masala, which I make myself, which has amchur, black salt, roasted cumin, and all that sort of stuff. And then I put a little imli in there.
Oh yeah, imli. Yeah.
Which I know in Bengal not often they have, but I like. And over here, the Western people, they like the imli. They like a little bit the sweet. I make the imli with the palm sugar, the jaggery.
Yeah.
And then we make a little magazine.
I love that bit. Ekdom paper roll kore pele. Nice one. Look at that.
And then I just finish off just a little bit on the top of the imli, and then I put a little sev in there, and then last thing, then the jeera, the ground jeera, roasted.
Yes, jeera, yes.
And, then a little spoon, and there we are.
Look at that. Awesome. Do you know what? It's like the world's best Jhalmuri in front of us, but we can't taste it.
It's not the world's best. No. There's lots of fantastic guys I know who are the real masters. They taught me all I know, and when I see them doing it, I'm a tourist. They are the professionals. So I'm just going around. I do my version.
But no, that
they are the
Yeah. Now, quickly, before you go, wanted to know all of these ingredients. Do you get it here in UK?
Yeah, we're very lucky because we have a lot of Indian sweet shops that make their own, like the moong dal, the chana dal, the sev. Normally, I make my own sev, but it's the muri is the most important part, obviously. That I get from a Bangladeshi importer, and the muri is very crisp, more desi style.
Sure.
And, I also get my mustard oil from Bangladesh because their mustard oil, I mean, there's lots of fantastic stuff from Assam, I'm sure, and Bengal, West Bengal. But the importance over here in the UK, the number one mustard oil is from Bangladesh that I can get. And things like the coconut, the little the limes, the Bombay onion, get in the Indian shops. So we're very blessed with fantastic suppliers over here. So not a problem.
Nice one, because I know that audience would like to know where these ingredients are coming from.
It's the Asian supermarkets. Very good value, very cheap, very well run, and especially around London areas. I just go into the Indian communities, and it's a real joy. It's a real joy.
Listen, talking about joy, it's been so wonderful to have you here as well, and thank you for being such a sport. Durga Puja wishes to you again, and
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's lovely to meet you and hear your beautiful songs, Neel. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Angus.
And all the I look forward to seeing you in the UK, and then you can take and I will hear your music.
That's a deal. You feed him Jhalmuri, he will, make you listen to beautiful songs.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Hira, for having me on. It's been a great
pleasure. Bye, Angus. Bye. Okay. All right. So, Neel, tomorrow got obviously kotha patilu tumi ki dhoroner etia ki dhorone bisara je manuhe tumak janok. Etia ki dhoroner kaam choli ase tumar bortoman? Are you working on something special ba manuhe ki shunibo pabo? Okay. I hope you get back soon, Neel. Okay. So while he's still trying to get back, I will show some of the comments. Okay. We will wait for a few seconds maybe, and we'll see if Neel can get back. But anyways, until then, I think what I find so fascinating about Angus, the official Jhalmuri man, is that he has also learned how to cater to people's different taste preference. He says he meets somebody Bengali, then he would probably feed people.
Hello.
Neel, tumar shuna paisu bortoman kintu dekha poa nai.
Am I still there?
Well, we can hear you. কিন্তু তোমাক দেখা পোৱা নাই স্ক্ৰীনত।
I don't know what had happened.
তুমি এটা সুন্দৰ গানেই গোৱা আৰু তেতিয়ালৈকে, কাৰণ শুনিবলৈ খুব ধুনীয়াকে শুনি আছো। Hello. Okay. So anyways, getting back to Angus. So he was saying
আপুনি শুনিছিলে আমি তো কি কৰি আছো?
এতিয়া শুনি আছো। Okay. সুন্দৰ।
মোৰ প্ৰণয়ৰে উঠা মই বুলিলে হেঁপাহ আছে জানিব একেদৰে সুধিব খুজিছো যে মই আকাশ হালধীয়া সোণাৰু ফুৰিৰোৱা মেধালী মন চুতীয়া ওলাহেৰে আঁকিৰোৱা জগত এখন আধা বাটতে এৰি থৈ আহি আজিও তাতে যে মগন
Wow, Neel, that was just so phenomenal. Tumak moi screenot dekha pua nai, tumak shuni asu, but it is just the most beautiful song. Aru tumi azi Durga Pujar dinachon iman eta sundor gaন goa. I think it's a big finish. I wanted that. So thank you for doing that. Tumi mak muk shuni asan nai moi kobo nwaru. Kintu you're such a talented artist. So I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
Una, to me, you really have an promising career ahead. So yeah, like I said, best wishes for everything. Aru
Thank you so much.
ধন্যবাদ। ঠিক আছে, তোমাক আৰু তোমাৰ লগত কথা পাতিম সোনকালে। ঠিক আছে, Neel. All right. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and I wish you a very happy Durga Puja. Thank you. Take care.
And you as well. Thanks. Bye, Neel. Bye. Bye. Okay. So that brings us to the end of today's show. Of course, I said that we'll have a big finish, and I think we did. Neel really did that for us. Unfortunately, with technology, sometimes, it just doesn't quite work the way we want. But please enjoy the rest of the festivities. Durga Puja wishes to all of you once again. And let's just hope that we can all bid goodbye to this unwanted virus as soon as we can. Do look after yourself. Thanks for watching today's show. Thank you to the Sentinel as well. And I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.